All right, this is Rudy Speaks, man. We got Captain Tywar in the building. Yeah. So, Cap, man, let us know where you from.
Yeah, I appreciate y'all having me, man. Rudy Speaks, man. Listen, I'll break it down right quick.
Don't forget it. One West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I finish, one West when I start. Big shine, big glow. I be gone till November, let my bitch know. I'm back by the winter, bubbling like Crisco. I need my pockets all swollen like a lymph node. Talking out the side of your neck, get you a slit throat. I stay broke, don't care if I got $1 million. Looking down on me, I put your brains on the sill. Fuck kicking down the door, we bout to demo the building. These fake cats all in these groups, I wonder who ya. Shoot ya off your pulpit, hallelujah. 4 pound gun down like it's a cougar. On my feet, I'm boots or is it Puma? Big facts, very long. Got the 5.7 equipped with the magnifier. Boom shakalaka, equipped with the rim rocker. We ain't really got beef, yeah, Ramak would have been shot you. The best rhymer since Pac and Big Papa. Big llama, big juice, I'm Big Jamba. Quarter tank of gas, I ride like a big timer. No informer, no sweat. Not inside of my conglomerate, rectangle, Asian pun me, no chink in armor. Remain calm throughout pain that bring drama. Stay focused on things that bring karma. Took all pressure, applied and made diamonds. Stay true, kept shit pure, my name honored. Paid and kept promise. Make sure you shit. Over this bread, one West headed, one pumping in my brain, one West in my blood, don't forget it, one West in my brain, one West in my heart, one West when I'm finished, one West when I start. I'm the hottest on the market. Don't make me start, pull up in a Spider-Man and Peter Parker. I remember days was trapping at the apartment. Now I'm a dumb nigga, I die down, no we up, I'm cool with who I with. I'ma be war the king and stay dangerous. Hold down the biz and fame, remain blameless. Now rappers drippy with styles we made famous. First with studs and spikes in any city. Design and show the stack. A stack for shit that can't fit me. Had fringes on my coat that way before me. Funny how the general ain't even see a penny. Better show respect, get smoked like a chimney. Keep my name out your mouth, don't even think it. Send a real Smith at y'all, no Jada Pink. Both ball heads, my brain a $150. Lost my man to the game, that pain that stuck with me. Had to find a cheat code to the street though, cause the niggas getting fouled, shoot you like a free throw. Keep spitting acid like a Mino, and the nigga be the nicest with a mean flow. Try to ride my wave, you gon' need a speedboat. I'm hot like 100 degrees in a peacoat.
I am black but comely, O ye daughters of Jerusalem. As the tents of Kedar, as the curtains of Solomon.
Check out my Hebrew drip. My Hebrew drip. You know I'm Hebrew fresh. With my Hebrew chick, and you I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip. My Hebrew drip. Check out my Hebrew drip. My Hebrew drip. You know I'm Hebrew fresh. With my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand, and I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip. Clothes with a garment down to the foot. Lil' mama came back, but all I could tell her I am not a crook. Whole team winning. Can't do it by my whole team with me. Tonight I need some help. I plan on these niggas. And I ain't talking murder, shorty feeling these niggas. I know she probably heard of us. One West, Harlem, New York, since 1969. Looking for an Israelite woman that I can get behind. Take her to the promised land. Show her good niggas exist. Fuck what her mama saying. You understand? Listen. Fourth dimension blue is my cologne. All I did was say shalom, and she offered me a phone number. Especially when I'm in the zone, I tell fire to the moon, girl, you playing with the wrong. Check out my Hebrew trip. My Hebrew trip, you know I'm Hebrew fresh with my Hebrew chick, and you do not want tests. I got my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand it. I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew trip, my Hebrew trip. Check out my Hebrew trip. You can't understand it. I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew trip. And you ain't never seen nothing like it with her. So I made her straight. She was dying cause a nigga cold as ice and sharper than a knife. I could change your whole life just by making you my white man. Look, that nigga got the boots, beers, braids, man. Look, that nigga got the garment with the shades, man. Look, that nigga got the spikes on his armband, and he got the Sheila David on his charm. Man, not lucky, I'm blessed. My lady hating, we dead fresh. I'm making their ass sweat with all this masculinity. I can tell she feeling me, my swag on infinity. Say something you can buy. They asking who am I traded in my suit and tie. And I just got a garment from the captain. Catch me in the club smelling like black. Check out my Hebrew trip, my Hebrew trip. You know I'm Hebrew with my Hebrew chick, and you do not want tests. I got my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand it. I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew trip, my Hebrew trip. Check out my Hebrew trip, my Hebrew trip. You know I'm Hebrew fresh with my Hebrew click. I know you can't understand it. I'm on some Hebrew shit. Check out my Hebrew drip.
Thy cheeks are comely with rows of jewels, thy neck with chains of gold. We will make thee borders of gold and studs of silver. Hebrew drip.
Yeah. Lost tribes. Strong palm. It's one West to the death of me. Some of the coldest young niggas you will ever see. Hit the streets and get treated like celebrities. Separate from the fake like they got leprosy. You wanna raise some real niggas, this the recipe. Turning boys into men is the specialty. My niggas heavy in the game like the referee. Y'all niggas talk loud, but you ain't impressing me. And it's the home of the truth too. We so plugged in, we don't need Bluetooth. The general still raising up new troops. Might let a devil bow down and kiss my new boots. We got that warrior spirit, y'all niggas too cute. Your pastor took your ties and went and bought a new suit. Then he went and bought a new coupe. Niggas start their own group like it's a new truth. You niggas fruity and sweet like Fruit Loops. I'm a killer, I don't murder, but I do shoot. We must protect the compound. Where I'm from, they fell in love with them gun sounds. Get in this body for real, niggas is why 3 of my brothers died in violence in the casket. Damn, if you know it. Could buy some hoes, couple bullet hoes got.
Integrity just to get paid quick. We some real niggas straight from the bottom of the basement. We grew up with drug users when you just ain't say shit, but now it's time to speak up and free our people from Satan. These crackers got us in their clutches, it's modern day slavery. It's a war, you can't win it when you high as planes, bitch. Some niggas stable as water, some niggas can follow orders, some niggas don't know they niggas. My niggas across the border, they build walls in the borders, but nothing gon' stop the Lord, cause we building up an army with soldiers in there. Quarters from Canada down to Florida, the London, we on the corners. Calling white people devils, no apologies in order. We just preparing slaughter for all these sons and their daughters come redeemers. Battling Sadducees just like Jesus with Nicodemus. We believe that we free, but we really don't know what free is. I promise you, until my seed receive the kingdom, I'm slaying all them demons on God. Niggas out here acting like gods, and all these demons on God. Niggas out here acting like broads. They don't want no smoke with the squad. You BK shit, you BK shit. BK shit. You BK shit, you BK shit.
ISUPK.
Yeah, you know what it is. 140 for the rapper, busy man. Shit. Nigga, they turn their head off, nigga.
Okay, where Eve did the Adam, I pray my love don't lie to me. Swing the iron like stamps and I can't rappers, all they lies is hypocrisy. Ain't no competition, ain't no rivalry. Nigga think I'm playing, I don't hear one word they saying, this shit light work. Think one of us, he might lose his life first. Sucker up and stay alert. No, got this question nigga. Sad. I see vision. Let me paint the picture. Rappers claim they spin, now ain't listening. Is in fact the fear. If revenge was a woman, now I scope that bitch like Jacob. So how I walk, we gon' run a summer. It's gon' be historical. Play making plays, made the niggas call the audible. Ask who run this shit, that question is rhetorical. Bitch, I'm the one, me cookies with the oil. I'ma get them crackers, hell, should've never kidnapped my family. I can't just do that. Bet I be the last nigga said do a life sentence for my niggas, pray you understand me. I might put a switch on this Glock and call it young baby. How you real triggering over the dot? You a bird feeder, claiming he a demon. What's a demon for cold leader? What he saying, something I ain't hear. This shit lit on. Got this gun. It's about who gon' up that fight first. I turn a bad situation to a game changer. Bring soldiers from the dead. Just raised up the change. And shots, I'ma look like Aaron Jones when I run it. Never bite the hand speech, you will never get that hand back. He bitching about 10%. I don't wanna hear none of that. He dropping sword, fuck him. Just make sure you get that cover back. Look around. He ain't with us, probably cause he never was. Now my chin like you with the angels for your brother. Like Lee Malvo, a certified woman ass nigga, I am not a toy. Hey, out with that hollow son. Yeah, this the rim accord. Feel like Gullah Jack when I'm in Fayetteville. You feel your boy. Still up my brain, still I think that's all that I do. The way I get it, boy, lost, they gon' start to call it hell right. Fuck his game. Pop out on the demons like I'm hell, boy. Hey, Shalom, Lord Christ. Can y'all hear me?
Come, Shalom, yeah, what's my shabbat?
Thumb. What's going on? Yeshaya, the one Yala. What's going on? Y'all good?
Come, so.
Hey, Most High Christ. Hey, Yeshaya, yo.
Come, sir.
You said Salaki?
Yeah, come, sir. I tried to go on that Bigo app, but as soon as I went into that Bigo app, I don't know how to, I still got to find my way around that Bigo app to join you in that Bigo app.
All right, I'll get with you after class and walk you through some of it. Because if you ain't careful,
God, I was about to mention something, but God.
Yeah, I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I invited somebody to Bigo. They told me they ended up. Never mind. Yeah, just get with me. Somewhere I ain't invite them. They ended up somewhere I ain't invite them. Let's say it like. Hey, so did you get the answer to your question? I hope you did. Last week, Yeshaya. Did you get the answer to your question or no? All right, Most High, because I had to go back and take a look at it. Because I heard what he said, but I had ended up getting a call in the middle of him giving the answer. But I knew he gave the answer, right? But I didn't remember it all. If you could quickly just give me like a little synopsis of what the answer was, because I know he said the 12 fruit has something to do with the 12 gates or something like that, and then he said it has something to do with the constellations. Am I right?
Come on, sir. I did get that answer, but I'm probably gonna have to get with you after class about that answer again.
You still don't understand it?
It's not that, sir. I was just like, maybe I was overthinking it. That's why I was like, when I asked the question the first time. So I think mostly I was overthinking it, because where my confusion was with the trees being nations, and I think that's where I got confused.
Yeah, what about it?
I was cancer, so I was like, if the trees, this is when I was asking you. Before I was asking you, I eventually made a confusion between the trees being nations and not that being a different, how can I say, the tree of good and evil is not a nation. So my mind was like, it's nations, it's nations.
I get exactly what
you're saying.
So
I got confused in that sense.
Hold this right though. Just snatch two of them, if you don't mind. Yeah, the water. Don't. Go there. Hey. All right. Cool. All right. Anybody got any questions? Oh, Shalom Akim, Shalom Akwathian, Yahweh Shamar, Abba Shem Yahushua. If I didn't say that, I said Yahweh Ba Shem Yahushua to the brothers. Barak Thumb. What's going on? What's going on? Everybody good? Anybody got any questions? I see y'all in the building. I see Dade County in the building. I see Pensacola in the building. I see Broward. I see Tampa. Everybody here. Duval is in the building. Should I say it? Should I say it?
Yeah.
Go ahead. What's your county? Camden County's in the building. You know what I'm saying? Yo, so anyways, y'all make sure y'all share it. Anybody got any questions?
Con, Salaki.
All right, go ahead with your question.
2nd Ezra chapter 6 verses 10. Trying to get a breakdown on that verse.
What's the what you got a question?
Con, I wanted to break down
2nd Ezra
verse.
chapter 6.
Con, verse 10.
Anything specific?
No, sir.
Yeah, what's jamming you up? I know.
Well, I was thinking, you know how the scriptures talk about the heel bruising the head of the serpent, and I don't know if that has anything to do with 2nd Ezra chapter 6, where it's talking about Esau being the end of the world and Jacob following.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I just wanted a basic breakdown on that. You know what I mean? I can get better understanding if that go together or not.
All right. Let's get it. Go ahead and start at verse 6.
Come on.
You said you wanted verse 10, right?
Come on.
Yeah, start at verse 6.
Come on. It's the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 6, verse 6. Then did I consider these things, and they all were made through me alone, and through none other. By me also they shall be ended, and by none other. Then answered I and said, What shall be the parting asunder of the times? Or when shall be the end of the first, and the beginning of it that followeth? And he said unto me.
So now this is Esdras, right? You gotta remember, Esdras is prophesying, and a lot of times in the book, what he's doing is he is asking the Most High for answers to questions that nobody knows the answer to. So when you see Esdras, a lot of things he's talking about. Now, the Most High does not always give him the most logical answer you can get. Sometimes he'll give him a riddle, or he'll give him a poem, or he'll give him something that he would have to go and figure out. And this one, he's asking about how you can tell the times, what times we in, different things like that, right? So he said in verse 6, then did I consider these things, that they were all made through me alone, and through none other. By me also shall be ended, and by none other. So this is the Most High speaking back to Esdras, saying that he considered that the Most High considered that he's the only one that made everything, and that he's the only one that can end it. All right.
Come.
And he said unto me, you did you get there? Oh, we was at verse 7.
We have verse 8, right?
This is answered. He said, then answered I, what shall be the parting asunder of the times? Meaning, like, how you gonna split this thing up? How is what, like, you know how we split up things when we talk in AD and BC.
Come on.
How we split things in AD and BC, or something like that. Like, you'll see the people talking about the Babylonian era, the Roman era, the Egyptian era, different things like that. We say when we teaching. Well, he's asking the Lord, how should we split up these times? And he's saying, hold on one second. Let me make sure everybody up. He's saying to the Most High, how is he going to split these things up? And when When shall the end of the first be and the beginning of it that follows? So go to verse 8.
Come. Verse 8. And he said unto me, from Abraham unto Isaac, when Jacob and Esau were born of him, Jacob's hand held first the heel of Esau. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth.
So now I know you understand that part. So the answer that the Lord said was from Abraham to Isaac, right? You see where Jacob and Esau were born of him. Jacob held first the heel of Esau. So it's almost like they came out back to back. One comes out. Now think about it, these are new nations, right? You got that nation. All the other nations was here before the nation of Esau and the nation of Jacob, or the nation of Israel. All the other nations was on the earth. So when she was having the twins, Esau was born first, and Jacob's hand was holding on to his heel. Like, don't leave me behind in here. I gotta go. I'm going where you going. I'm right behind you, right? And he said unto me, from Abraham to Isaac, when Jacob and Esau, Jacob's hand held first his heel. Did you read verse 9?
Come.
All right. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows. What does that mean?
That means that that as soon as like we taking the kingdom after this is Esau's world right now, and when Christ come back, then it's our world, like right after this.
That's right. At the end of Esau, who is the so-called white man in today's time, at the end, when his world ends, then Jacob, meaning the 12 tribes of Israel, which is blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, then it's their turn to reign. So this is how the Lord said he was going to split up the time during the times of Esdras. Esau would be the end of one world, and Jacob was the beginning of the world that follows. But that word world means time frame, space, society, age, so on and so forth. So when he's asking for different times, he's saying one world will end, which is Esau ruling, white man ruling, and then another world will come behind it when Jacob, blacks, Hispanics, and Native American Indians would rule. This is right here in the Bible. Now, this is the verse you was asking about, right? Go ahead and read that.
Come. The hand of man is betwixt the heel and the hand. Other question Esdras asked thou not. So Salakia.
The hand. Yeah, go ahead.
So is that talking about Isaiah 14?
What part of Isaiah 14?
Like basically how everything gonna happen in order for the kingdom to be established.
Are you talking about where it says they shall rule over their oppressors and all of that? They shall take them to their place,
bring them to their place and all of that. Come.
It don't go into that kind of detail, but what this is talking about is the hand of man is between the heel and the hand. The hand of man is between the heel and the hand. What does that mean?
Salakia.
Think about the hand holding on to Esau's heel. The hand holding on to Esau's heel.
Come. If I may, does that mean it's like where the scripture that said he would send forth hunters? Like
you own it, right? Everything you're saying is right, but everything you're saying is right, but this ain't that detailed, right? This ain't that detailed. What he's basically saying is that this has nothing to do with the hands of men. The hands of men is between your heel and your hand. You're not able to make this happen that the Lord is talking about.
Come.
This is like this deeper than just It's like symbolism. When he talks about his hand be on his heel, it's just like when he said the heel of him going to tread over the head or this head of the serpent. The heel of the her seed shall tread over the head of his seed. Like, you have to break that down. That's deep, right? But it just means that the top of one is going to be on the bottom of one is going to be over the top of the other, right? If you break that down. With this one, he's telling you what these times are going to be and saying that it don't have nothing to do with man and how he's going to do anything. This is all the Lord's doing. The hand of man is between the heel and the hand. The man can't stretch off his hand, off his body to make nothing happen outside of what the Lord wants. I'm having a hard time really like trying to find the words to explain it to you, but I'm hoping you getting what I'm saying. If not, then I can try to find another way to say it.
I think I do, but I don't want to
say it back to me in your own words.
Khan. So basically, during the end of Esau's reign, the Most High is going to intervene, basically, and he's going to be the way that we basically get the kingdom, even though it's going to be different ways that he provide, different situations that happen that he provides for us to be able to get the kingdom, but it's going to be because of him and the angels, basically.
And also more than that, more than just that, that's it. But my hand, right, is between my heel. My hand, what he say, is between my heel and my hand. In other words, the things that I control is within my body, what I do with my hands, right? These things are not that. You understand or no?
No,
Jacob, Esau's world ending and Jacob's world beginning has nothing to do with you going out and, let's say, like a brother told me the other day, doing something to Esau.
Okay, come.
It's not in your hands to make what the Lord wants happen. Now, he is going to use his children, the children of Jacob, along with the elements. We talk about locusts, we talk about fire, we talk about all of these other things. He is going to use that. But what he's saying is man can't control this like you can control your foot or like you can control your hand. It's not in your hands.
Come. I understand.
What he really doing is he really telling Ezra to mind his business. That's what he really telling. But he's answering the question. This is what's going to happen. You ask me what's going to be the differences in the times. Esau going to be the end of one world. Jacob going to be the beginning of the next one. But men's hands can only control what's between his heel and his hands. Now look at what he says right after that. Other question, Ezra, ask thou not. What that mean?
That mean mind your business. Do your thing.
Don't ask me no more questions. Now I just gave you all the insight on that one. I broke it down for you. You know what's gonna happen. I'm giving you the prophecy. Nobody got this prophecy except the other prophets, of course, Isaiah, but it's not been told to them in that manner. You can't find Jacob being the beginning of the world that follows after Esau's world. You can't find that in the Bible as clear as day like he gave it to Ezra.
Come.
Now, I gave you what you asked for. Don't ask me nothing else.
Right.
So you know what I'm saying? I done heard that you done heard that in a black household.
Come.
I gave you what you asked for. Now don't ask me for nothing else, right? Because Ezra he all through this book he gonna keep asking. If you go down to 54, he's still asking questions. You don't believe me? Scroll down to verse 54.
Come. Salaki, that's my favorite verse. Salaki.
Okay, all right, good. Go to 59.
Come on,
He asking the
sir.
question right there.
Come on.
Go ahead and read it for me.
Come. Verse 59. If the world now be made for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance with the world? How long shall this endure?
So now, when you go through all of this, he's talking about at the time he hear what the Lord is saying about Esau, his world coming to an end, and Jacob's, and he looking around like, hold on, wait a minute, these people you call heathens are ruling over us. How long this gonna be? We supposed to be your people, your firstborn, your only begotten.
Right.
Now, if you made the world for our sakes, why do we not possess an inheritance? So he still didn't get clarity on what was going on. He's still asking questions, but the Lord had already told him, I answered the main question you needed to know. Don't ask me nothing else. All right. But yeah, that just means that it within a man's hands, meaning like we can't control this thing that's happening. This is being controlled and ordained by the Most High.
Come.
All right. Any other questions?
Salaki, if I could, sir.
Go ahead, Yeshaya. Hey, Amon, you real low. Go ahead, Yeshaya.
Come, sir. Is that almost like the scripture verse 10 is almost like I am that I am moment, like that type of answer? Like you really pissing me off. Like,
yeah,
is it like that?
It is kind of like that, but the difference is he answered the question. He was just saying to Ezra's, like, now you got the answer. You ain't gonna really understand it. You ain't gonna know what to do with it. Like it's information that you want. I say this all the time when we be in here. I be saying like everybody want to be the deepest person in the world. Everybody want to have all the sense. Everybody want to everybody want to have all the sense in the world. And you know what I'm saying? They want to know how many heavens it was, how many times Yahweh Shah been here, but don't understand thou shalt and thou shalt not. So yeah, this was kind of like one of the moments. The difference is he answered the question. He answered the question, and then he said, now don't ask me nothing else. Like, yo, what you gonna do with the information? And as you can see by him still asking questions, all he did by answering the question was gave Ezra more questions. You know what I'm saying? You want to notice the oracles of God. You want to know what's going on. But at the same time, once you get the answer, it ain't going to do nothing but make you want to ask more questions because you still ain't going to know what's going on. Everybody want to be deep to the Lord, show you something deep.
Salakia, sir.
Somebody, hold on 1 second. Amon, you there? That was it, Yeshaya, right?
I don't come to water, sir.
Amon, Trooper Amon, you there? Maybe he ain't here. Let me see if I got to bring him up again. All right, he stepped out. Go ahead, Masha. Go ahead.
I was gonna say this is where Hebrew 5 and 12 come to play. I thank the Most High for that, and for you too, sir, and for the officer who just asked about this question. If we read this question just the way it is, it's gonna be impossible to understand. But because of you and the officer who just asked about the question, now it's so clear. And what you said, it's the last word, last sentence. Ask thou not. That means that's the most important thing. on this verse. And thank you for you, sir, for explaining the right way.
Hey man, I ain't nothing, man. I just do what I'm taught how to do. And breaking down these scriptures, sometimes it be in old English, some of it be in metaphors, some of it you can't always really know. And then even sometimes it be more to a scripture. Like it might be more to a scripture. You might ask a brother that's been in the truth longer than me, he might take it to a whole nother level of breakdown. I'm gonna break it down on the surface of what it's saying, right? But sometimes it might need to be broke down some more. Well, guess what? Guess what you can do in the truth? You could take this same question and go ask Captain Zaryak, and he might give you something else I might have left out. You could ask Captain Shawar Yala, he might give you something else. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be the same breakdown, but it might be another layer to it that you could peel back, because some scriptures are twofold or threefold. It might be talking about one thing here that was going on right then, and then it also might be talking about something else. So, Yakal, that question was answered by Captain Tazariak on last Thursday in the Thursday night scripture breakdown class. But I'll answer it real quick. Let me answer it real quick. But if you need it broke down, he did a way better job than I'm able to do. It says that the 12 fruit were the knowledge of good and evil, and the tree of life represented the laws. Please elaborate. The 12 manner of fruit was not just the knowledge of good and evil. It was knowledge that was given. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, he said it was multiple things. One would be like mapping out the stars and the constellations. That would be a certain form of knowledge. The knowledge of good and evil was a knowledge, right? But there was different knowledges that he was going through. I don't think he went through all of them. If he did, I would have to go back and check. But those are the ones that I know off the top of my head. And the tree of life represented the laws. That was the answer to the question when he asked that I gave, right? The tree of life being represented the laws, because in them are life. If you go to Baruch chapter 4, somebody give me Baruch 4:1. Hey, shalom, everybody on Bigo. If you got any questions, just type them in the chat. I'm on YouTube right now, so I got the boxes locked. If you want to come up and ask a question, let me know and I'll unlock the box. Baruch 4:1. Somebody give me that.
God. This is the book of Baruch, chapter 4, verse 1. This is the book of the commandments of God, and the law that endureth forever.
All right, so this right here, what Baruch says, this is the book of the commandments of God and the law, right, that endureth forever. So when people start talking about the law is done away with, it goes against what the prophets taught. Baruch breaking this down and talking about the scriptures and the law. Why would the law have to last forever? Because once we get to the kingdom, you will be judged by something. There will be something to govern you to make sure that you don't sleep with another man's wife, that you ain't in the kingdom selling dope like you did on your block, that she ain't in the kingdom twerking for. Listen, you understand? It's got to be something to govern you to make so you know how to act, what tells you what's right and wrong. Because in my own little stupid head, I might think something is right. I might think something is wrong in my head. The scriptures say, woe to them that call good evil and evil good. How do we know what's good and evil? That's 1 John. I believe it's chapter 5. It says the law, Salakia, the breaking the law is sin. I'm paraphrasing. I forget how it says it. Right? Transgression, sin is a transgression of the law, is how it says it. Baruch is bringing out that these laws right here endure forever. Keep going.
All they that keep it shall come to life. But such as leave
Keep
it
going.
shall die.
All they that keep the law shall come to life, but such as leave it shall die. That's what it's talking about. So when you're talking about the law, I mean, good and evil, or the tree of life, is life in the laws. You can go to Deuteronomy 30 and 9. Let's get that real quick. I think it's 30 and 9. These are the scriptures you go to because it shows you. Now, if you go to Deuteronomy 28, what we bring out all the time, Deuteronomy chapter 28, you'll see where he breaks down, hey, these are the laws, right? If you do them, this is what the Lord gonna do for you. You'll be the head, not the tail. You'll be above, not below. You have, blessed shall you be in the city. Blessed shall you be in the field. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy hand. Blessed shall be the fruit of thy womb. Let boom, boom, boom. That's what it is. If you don't do it, though, cursed shall you be in the city. Cursed shall you be in the field. Cursed shall be the fruit of your womb. Cursed shall you gonna go out. And in one way, it says you blessed, you keeping the law. It says your enemies come against you one way and flee 7 ways. You're not keeping the law, all of a sudden, there is no might in your hand. Your children being taken from you. All of these things is what it is. So this is life. The blessings that come along with serving the Most High, the things that come along, the things that he have, the rewards that come along. This is what death is. The rewards that come along with not doing what the Most High says, the curses that come along with it, right? Somebody got the scripture?
Colonel Khan, sir. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 30, and verse 9. And the Lord thy God will make thee plenteous.
Give me 19. 19. 19, Magazar.
Verse 19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you.
One day I remember these verses like y'all brothers. One day I remember these verses like y'all sharp brothers that be knowing where the verses at. I kind of be knowing. You know what I'm saying? Give me 19. Go ahead. Read it from the top, Salaki.
Verse 19. I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I set before you life and death, blessing and cursing.
Now think about this for a minute. He said he's sitting before you life and death, right? Now, are the people he talking about dead or alive?
Like
the people he's talking to, are they dead or alive? Go ahead. Who said alive. It first? Hapak said they're alive. Anybody disagree?
Blah.
Everybody saying they're alive?
Come.
All right. Maybe we should go to Deuteronomy, the next chapter, I think, when he wrote that song. They are alive in a sense of how people think of life and death, right? They alive like that. Like they breathing, they moving, they hear what he's saying. Yes. So if they're alive, then how is he putting before them life and death? Who the hell would choose death? Who gonna choose death when you could choose life? Why would you do that? Do that make any sense? Anybody? Y'all know this ain't no sermon. Y'all know this ain't no sermon. Y'all with me? Deuteronomy 30 and 19 it says, I am put before you life and death. We came to the conclusion that he wasn't talking to dead people. He could have been talking to dead people, Rama. He could have been. Right, exactly. Literally, though, he's talking to people that are alive and well, and he's presenting to them life and death. He told you what that life and death was. Blessings and curses, right? Deuteronomy 28, 1 through 15, it gives you all the life you're going to need. Your enemies coming against you one way and flee in 7 ways. Blessed be the fruit of your spirit. All of this stuff I just said. Death is the consequences of not keeping the law, statutes, and commandments. All right? That's Deuteronomy 28, 16 on down. That's how you end up on them slave ships. That's how you end up with no might in your hand. That's death. See, people think being alive is just being alive. That's how much we've been beaten to the ground by our oppressor. We think just being able to breathe, being able to get on our phone is living. Meanwhile, your oppressor is plotting, taking over the world. I bring this out all the time. When I did we did a lecture, me and Officer Matazapa, called "The Kingdom of Heaven is Black Supremacy." This was before all y'all was in the truth. Nah. Hey, I did some brothers over here that was here. But anyway, in there, I brought out that Alexander the Greek, who some call Alexander the Great, had a quote that said, "There are many worlds I have not conquered, even one." Now, brothers be trying to take over their block. They take over their side of town, maybe take over their city. Your oppressor wants to take over the world. He understands life. Life is rulership. Life is not having to obey nobody but the Most High. Life is not having to be under the laws of any other nation, but being able to govern the entire earth under the laws that you set up. That's life. Can y'all imagine that as a Black or Hispanic man in America? Can you imagine being able to rule and have authority over yourself? What are we going to do without the white man? What are we going to do? How are we going to eat? I'm telling y'all, when this thing jumped down, and y'all know we on the brink, at least I hope, I'm praying we on the brink of World War III. When this thing go down, you know it's gonna need some niggas mad because Walmart ain't open. Niggas gonna be mad because Walmart ain't open when the Lord is trying to give you all the beasts of the field and all the whole field. Well, you can plant your own crops. Niggas is like, yo, can I get that food stamp back? It's so much easier to be fed than to be the person that feeds everybody.
Right.
I know you'd rather be a slave. It takes away all the responsibility. I know. When you want to rule over something, you got to take the responsibility that come along with that. That's life. For any man, you should want authority and rulership. Now, I can understand if a sister want to be fed, led. I can understand that. Sister say, look, I ain't about to get out there and kill no damn lamb. Sister say, I'm not taking no damn trash out. I'm not doing that. I need somebody to do that for me. But a brother should be willing to do that, do whatever it takes to feed his family and be responsible for that. That's life. That's the authority that come along with it. Hopefully I answered the question. Anybody else had a question? Ahmad, is Ahmad back in here?
Con, sir. Can you hear me?
Con, what was your question,
Con. This I had a question in Psalms 118 and 8, which was asked of me.
What was the question?
When it comes to, it says here in Psalms 118, verse 8, it is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man. So the question was, a Christian will have you believe that because you're a man, You can't be trusted. Like you can't tell him anything, you can't judge him on anything because you're not the Lord. All right, they literally take that way. I think there's another paraphrase that that says, let God be true and every man a liar. So being the fact that the Christians have that understanding.
Absolutely in the scriptures. Let God be true and every man be a liar.
One kind. So I would just like to get a breakdown or understanding on how we understand that scripture.
Hold on 1 second. Bear with me. I'm at this. Hey, Salaki, by trying to do the work of the Lord. Bear with me. Can y'all hear me? True, can you hear me?
Salaki, sir.
Oh, I got a little delay now too. You can hear me up?
Khan, sir. Salaki, sir.
All right, so what's your question? Can you ask the question again? Yeah, go ahead.
Khan. So Christians will have you believe that scripture means because you're a man, you can't tell them anything. Like, you can't judge them. You can't speak on what they should and should not do because you're not the Lord. This is how they understand that scripture. So my question is how can we get a breakdown on how we, in the truth, understand that same scripture when it says.
All right. I got a lot of questions for you because this is something that we deal with all the time, right? In the Bible, it says a lot of things about putting your trust in man. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, I got I'll just say a sister I know. A sister I know would think that the Bible is quoting the Lil Boosie song, "Don't Trust Nobody." Don't trust nobody. Say that in the Bible, right? Right there where we at. It says, "Don't trust nobody." So Lil Boosie is quoting the Bible. What y'all think about that? Y'all think that's accurate? No. We talk about the same Lil Boosie that shot a bird at God because he eat pork. No, that's not what's going on here. He's not quoting the Bible. Now, he's quoting the Bible, but he's not. Go ahead. Somebody say it, Salaki. Somebody said Salaki?
No,
Do I have a delay? Can y'all hear me?
Come on. Salaki, sir.
Yeah.
Khan, sir. You did have a delay,
Hey,
but it's back now.
Bear with me real quick. Let me try this. That boy Yeshaya teaching the class. That boy Yeshaya teaching the class. Y'all can hear me now?
Khan.
All right, let me do this real quick. Oh, no, it's always like that on YouTube. Hold on 1 second. Let me get this together. All right, cool. Now, Let's go ahead and read the script that you was talking about. What verse was it?
Come on, sir. This is Psalms 118, verse 8. It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in man.
Go ahead.
Verse 19. It is better.
Go ahead.
Verse
Keep
9.
going.
It is better to trust in the Lord than to put confidence in princes.
Is that his phone or mine?
Nah, sir. I hear you just fine, sir.
He didn't go out. Y'all heard everything?
Can't, sir. We heard everything.
All right, so I'm having an issue.
Slug it, sir.
All right, cool. Let me go ahead and read it. If y'all can, yeah, go ahead.
From what I can hear, you sound just fine. Maybe there's a little delay, but it's not as much.
Yeah, he just went out. All right, no sweat. I'm gonna just read it, right? Verse 7. The Most High taketh my part with them that help me. Therefore shall I see my desire upon them that hate me. Right? So what that means is, if the Most High is setting aside people to help me, then that's how I'm going to see. You ever heard the term where it says, watch the Lord make your enemies your footstool? Right? That's in the Bible. So those things that you want to have, the people that's coming up against you, the people that hate you, all of this other stuff, it tells you how to deal with them people if they your people, and it tells you how to deal with them if they your oppressor, right? So now in verse 8, it's saying it is better to trust in the Most High than to put confidence in man. Why? Anybody? Give me the very logical, least smart nigga answer you can think of. Salakia, you gotta say Salakia. The sister said, because niggas be lying. What y'all think about that? Is that a good answer? Is that a good answer?
God, that is valid, sir.
Niggas do be lying, huh? Yeah. So he said, trust in the Lord rather than trust in man. Put your confidence in man, because niggas be lying. That is accurate. Absolutely. This is what he said. People, remember the scripture that says, God is not a man that he should lie? Remember it said that, right? Or the son of man that he should repent or something like that. That's one of the reasons, because men will tell you a lie. The Lord's word is what he's bound by. So if he said it, that's what it is. That's one of the reasons. So that's absolutely it. Verse 9, it is better to trust in the Most High than to put confidence in princes. All these people who's supposed to have some kind of power in the earth, there is no power more powerful than the creator of heaven and earth. So
right.
If you trusted in him, even if you're trusting in him, right, there's another side to it, Amon. What they telling you is, they telling you don't trust in man, right? But they trust in their pastor. They telling you don't trust in man, but they claim to follow Yahushua, or Jesus as they would call it. All right, do you trust in him? He was a man, right? That's what they say. You have one God and one mediator between God and man, the man, Jesus Christ, or Yahushua Mashiach. They trust in him, don't they? Let me show you some things in the Bible that you might want to show these people. You know what I'm saying? Once you pass your officer's test, Stop battling.
Oh, my
Anyways, that you might want to show these people if they asking you questions, right? What you have to understand is the sons of God. And the sons of God are led by the Spirit of God. Give me Romans chapter 8, verse 14. I'm going to run through these real quick because I got some different ones. There's a brother that asked the same question when he's not in the school and he was offended by how we say, good things about Commanding General Yohana or the generals or the captains of men above. Like, for instance, if a brother get raised up or something like that, we say Commanding General Yohana did it again. What we do understand is, first of all, anybody that knows General Yohana knows he hates. He don't want you to give him no credit for nothing. All he gonna do is say Most High in Christ. That's what I say. I tried to give General Yohana a compliment one time to no avail. he threw it right on. He threw it right on the Most High in Christ. You know what I'm saying? I was trying to thank him for his work, and he basically said it. I'm gonna tell you why. Amon, if I was to ask you, did Moses part the Red Sea? What would your answer be?
La, sir.
La.
Can't.
Somebody get me in the Bible that Moses parted the Red Sea. He said la. All right. Another one. Did Yahushua raise Lazarus from the dead? What would you say?
La, sir.
What? What Bible you read?
So lucky is it.
Hear what I'm saying? Yeah, go ahead.
I got the script for Moses.
So lucky, sir.
Does it say Moses or am I wrong?
It said Moses.
All right, let's read it.
Exodus chapter 14, verse 21. And Moses stretched out his hand over the sea, and the Lord caused the sea to go back by a strong east wind all that night, and made the sea dry land, and the waters were divided.
All right, so you can say that it say the Lord there. I'll take that.
You did.
But it did say that Moses was told to do something, and he did it, and then the Lord acted on his behalf. It's the same way as Christ prayed before he raised Lazarus from the dead, and then the Most High acted on his behalf. When you in unison, when you operating under the Spirit of the Most High, then the Lord works through you. We don't serve a dead God. He's a living God. He's not the God of the dead. You want to put it on Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. When will he become the God of Magazar, the God of Yeshaya, the God of Nawanya Allah, the God of Mashah? How he going to be that God? You want him to be the God of all these dead niggas. When you going to do something miraculous and you understand that people understand that the Most High is living in you? It's the God of Hapak. What are you talking about? See, that's the problem. People want to read about God and they want to talk about God, but they don't have no interaction with him. They ain't on one accord with him. Give me Romans 8 and 14. Somebody got that? I call for that.
So lucky, sir.
Another one comes.
Go ahead. That's Sharatazar.
I got a precept too if you want it.
Oh, I got a bunch of them. I could do a whole class on this. As a matter of fact, I will. Hey, shalom, Yabashim Shabakatah.
Shalom, sir. Yabashim.
Got a whole class. Somebody give me that Romans 8 and 14 real quick.
Colonel Khan.
Once again, if you go ahead.
Sure.
Colonel Khan. This is the book of Romans, chapter 8, verse 14. For as many as are led by the Spirit of God, they are the sons of God.
All right, so this is what makes you the son of God, being led by the Spirit of God, right? So now if you go in Deuteronomy 27:1, it says that Moses with the elders of Israel commanded the people, saying, keep all the commandments which I command you this day. So this is Moses saying he gonna command you something this day. Now, was these Moses' commandments or was these God's commandments? Amon, this for you.
This was from the Most High.
All right, Deuteronomy 28:1. It shall come to pass if you shall hearken diligently unto the voice of the Lord thy God to observe and to do all his commandments, which I, who is the I, Moses, command thee this day, then the Lord thy God shall set thee on high above all nations of the earth. Did the Most High say this, or did Moses say this on behalf of the Most High? Y'all see what happens? I be trying to get away from it. I be trying to get away from it in the shop. They bring me right back to showing people that you cannot, I repeat, you cannot serve God without going through a nigga.
That's right.
Right.
Let me repeat that. You cannot serve God without going through a nigga. What nigga you want to follow? You want to follow Moses? He was a nigga. You want to follow Christ? He's a nigga. All the prophets was niggas. You want to go straight to the Most High, huh? No mediator. You know what you did with your when you took your sacrifice in order to apologize to the Most High for what you did. When you took that sacrifice, did you take it into the Holy of Holies?
Right.
You had to bring it before the priest. They had to wave it before the Most High. You had to take it to somebody. It's always been mediators. This ain't new. They act on behalf. They're accepting your sacrifice on behalf of the Most High, and they taking it to him. Guess what? When you did something wrong, they was the ones that was judging you on behalf of the Most High. Every single prophet in the Bible says, thus saith the Lord, right? They speaking on behalf of God. Now, if you didn't follow what Isaiah said, are you following God? If you didn't follow what Moses said and put that blood on your doorpost, did you live or did you die? This nigga was speaking on behalf of God. When it say don't follow man or don't trust in man, it's not talking about men that don't follow the Most High. That's what you don't understand. It's talking about niggas in the world. It's talking about people who not tapped in. It's not speaking of the sons of God when it says that. How do I know this? Because every single story that you have in the Bible is the Most High using a man to do what he does in the earth. It's only two ways he's going to enact in the earth. He's going to use angels or he's going to use men. Of course, he will use like these spirits get into the teeth of wild beasts and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we'll talk about that later. But the main thing he's going to use is angels and he's going to use men. So when you see it talking about don't trust men, let's see if the Most High ordained for men to be in charge and to do these things. We just showed you that Moses came with the elders of Israel, right? Hey, Amon, can you give me Psalms chapter 37? That was in the Psalms, what we just read, right? Give me Psalms. Let's see if the Bible contradicts itself. Give me Psalms chapter 37, verse 37. Show you how you put your trust in the Lord. This is how you put your trust in the Lord. Akim, Akwathian, brothers and sisters. This is how you do it. You got it?
So like it, sir. You said Psalm 37, verse 37.
Psalms 37 and 37. Let's get it.
Khan one Khan. This is the book of
Hey,
Psalms.
somebody on Bigo named Troglodyte. Good night. Good night. Go ahead. Salakia.
My bad. Hey, shalom, sis.
Yeah.
Not the troglodyte, not you.
One kind.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
The book of Psalms. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 37, verse 37. Mark the perfect man, and behold the
Oh,
upright.
wait a minute. Hold on, Christian. I thought nobody could be perfect. I thought nobody. Hold on. I might have to read this one out. I might have to read this one because I got a lag. I got a little lag, but I need you to stop. Well, let me just go ahead and read it. Psalms 37 and 37 says, "Mark the perfect man." Now, where the hell will you find one of them at? They make them? I thought they ain't make them.
Right.
Where is this fool? Where is this guy, the perfect man that I should be marking? Let me keep reading. And behold the upright, for the end of that man is peace. Now that means you find him and you put a mark on him. There you go, right there. That's him. Right there. The end of that man is peace. Verse 38. But the transgressors shall be destroyed. These the people that you should not follow. You should not put confidence in because they not aligned with the creator of heaven and earth. Right? But the transgressors shall be destroyed together. The end of the wicked shall be cut off. But the salvation of the righteous is of the Lord. He is their strength in time of trouble. Remember what I was talking about, Deuteronomy chapter 28. Right? You do what he say, you'll have might and power and authority and riches and everything you need. You don't do what he say, you're going to be up under somebody's boot. No might in your hand. The fruit of your womb ain't gonna be no good. The fruit of your children, your house, all of that stuff is gonna be out of order if you don't do what he said to do. Now, remember, we talking about men that serve God, though. Them men you should mark. They perfect. Right? Verse 40. And the Lord shall help them and deliver them. He shall deliver them from the wicked and save them because they trust in him. Now, what did he tell you to do with these men that trust in him? Mark them. Behold. Right? Pay attention to them. You get Ecclesiasticus chapter 6, verse 32. And Salaki, I got all these warriors down here at the bottom, right? But I got this lag. So I'm gonna read because I got multiple verses I want to get to. So y'all, if y'all have any questions about what I'm saying, y'all feel free to jump in there. Who said that? Sharatazar said he had what precept you had?
No, I had Isaiah 31:1.
Read it real quick. What did it say?
It say
Isaiah 31:1.
Come. It say no, okay. Hold on. I said 31. I think it's
somebody got it for the brother. Hey, shalom, Lord Christ.
That ain't it.
Okay, all right, yeah. Come back to it. Come back to it. Y'all got the one I asked for. All right, go ahead and read it.
It say, "Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help, and stay on horses, and trust in chariots, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong. But they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord."
Now, this one is a little different, Sharat. I'm going to tell you what this is saying. This is saying don't trust in like the armies of your oppressor and different things like that. For instance, America got armies. Remember, I was like, when the Lord bring us up out of here, it's going to be some niggas mad because Walmart ain't open. When the Lord is trying to give you salvation up out of these 500 years of slavery. This is saying These people seeking after the salvation of the nation that's oppressing them. Go not to Egypt for the help. You looking for Donald Trump or Joe Biden to help you, and not the Most High. This is a little bit different than what the question what Amon had. Amon say the Christians told him, they say don't trust in no man. Right. But they go to church and listen to the pastor. I don't get it. But they follow Yahushua. I don't get it. Evidently, there is some men you should trust, right?
Right.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 6. Somebody got it? I'll let y'all read it.
What verse, sir?
30. Not you.
I was about to say.
Verse 32. Hey, y'all gonna mess around. The Shock gonna be a damn general. Y'all don't want no rank. The Shock like I want all the smoke. he see all the troopers, all the young men, and then he's like, I'm about to read, damn it. That's how it be, man. Keep that zeal, brother. Keep that zeal. Nobody else don't want to read. The Shock will read. I feel the same way. Nobody don't want to do it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it in the Shock. Y'all want to do it? Y'all want the Shock to do it? You already got it. Verse 32. Go ahead.
This is the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 6 and verse 32. My son, if thou wilt, thou shalt be taught. And if thou wilt apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent.
Prudent.
Verse 33.
Keep going. Go all the way to 37.
Yeah,
he didn't know what he was signing out.
If thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. And if thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise. Stand in the multitude of the elders.
No, let's stop right there. Magazar, stop right there. It says, if thou love to hear, thou shalt receive understanding. If thou bow thine ear, thou shalt be wise. Who is it telling you to listen to? Is God speaking to people out of clouds? Is he speaking to people from a burning bush? It's telling you to listen to that burning bush. You know, a lot of niggas listen to that burning bush, that weed they be smoking. That's what they be listening to, that burning bush. Right. They think God talking to them in the burning bush. Right. That's not what he's telling you to do. If thou will, thou shalt be taught. And if thou apply thy mind, thou shalt be prudent. If you love to hear, you shall receive understanding. Who is he telling you to listen to? If thou buy thine ears, thou shalt be wise. How do you become wise? By listening to somebody. Who, Christian, should I listen to? You should listen to God. You should listen to God. Well, how is he going to speak to me? Is he going to speak to me as that little voice on my head? Let's say Kazak do this. How I know it ain't the whole little thing they used to show us on TV, where it's one little angel, little devil angel on one side, and one good angel on the other side with the halo, and one got the horns, and one telling you to do something. Which one you listen to? Which one is God?
Right.
How is he going to speak to you? Who should you incline your ear or bow your ear to listen to be wise? Anybody. Can you please tell me? And you got to be in this class.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead, Masha.
To the perfect man.
Can you say it again?
To the perfect man.
Oh, that's a good one. I like that. That ain't how I would have said it. How would I have said it? Anybody.
Salakia, sir.
Go ahead.
Sir. You gotta listen to a nigga.
You gotta listen to a nigga. The right nigga, though, not just any nigga. Though. That's the thing. Not just any nigga. The Son of God. The Son of God. the perfect man, like Masha said. You got to listen to somebody who is following the Most High, following the law, statutes, and commandments, who's learning himself. Who you got to listen to a nigga that listen to niggas. Good night.
Right.
Right? Go ahead, Magazine, verse 35.
Colonel Khan, be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee. And if thou seest a man of understanding, get thee
here we go
betimes unto him, and let thy foot wear the steps of his door. Verse 37. Let thy mind be upon the ordinance of the Lord, and meditate continuously in his commandments. He shall establish thine heart, and give thee wisdom at thine own desire.
All right, so let me do this, right? Verse 35. Be willing to hear every godly discourse. You ain't got to listen to everything. He ain't telling you to listen to every man. He's not telling you to listen to everything people talking about. Be willing to hear every godly discourse, and let not the parables of understanding escape thee. If you don't understand, ask the question. Verse 36. And if thou seest a man of understanding, not just any nigga. If thou seest a man of understanding, a son of God, a perfect man, one who is renowned, what they call them, men of renown, what they call them, men of good reputation. When they was naming getting the officers and the captains, when the Most High was telling Moses to name the officers and the captains of 50s and the captains of thousands and the officers of 50s, when he was laying that whole thing out, he said, make sure it's men of good reputation.
Right.
Men of good reputation. If y'all see a man of understanding, get thee betimes upon him. That means multiple times you need to roll up on him, and you need to have a question. I remember when I came to class before y'all was here, it was just me. And guess what? If I didn't have a question for Captain Shawar, guess what was about to happen? Well, since you don't got no questions, you know the whole Bible, I'm going to ask you some questions. And since I didn't want to be asked questions, I always had questions.
Right.
That's how that works. You ain't about to be asking me nothing. You the teacher. So I'm going to ask you something. I put together 3-4 questions every class that I'm going to ask them. Sometimes I might ask the same question that I already asked, like I ain't already know the answer. But either way, you're not going to ask me nothing. That's why now, when y'all ask questions, now I can answer them because I had questions. And some of the questions that y'all brothers and sisters have in the class, somebody else got that question, but they don't know they got that question till you ask it. Like, you know what? I wanted to know that too. He said, when you find a man of understanding, you need to run up on him multiple times. It said, let thy foot wear the steps of his door. Where his doors. Hey, bro. Hey, let me get some more of that wisdom. Let me get some more of that knowledge and understanding you got. Know what I'm saying? Let thy mind be upon the ordinances of the Lord, and meditate continually in his commandments. He shall establish thine heart and give thee wisdom at thine own desire. So now I'm going to read one more, and then we'll go to another question. This is what I would pull for a Christian who took you to that Psalms. Remember, I took you to Psalms 37. So that was the Psalm saying, mark the perfect man. But this one right here is clear. Give me Ephesians chapter 4. This is for a trooper of mine. Trooper of mine, give me Ephesians chapter 4 and verse 11. All of these scriptures is about trusting in men of God. Not trusting in any man, but trusting in men who have devoted their life to serving the Most High.
What verse was that, sir?
I said Ecclesiastes. Uh-oh.
Ephesians.
I got Ephesians.
4:11. So much for that. It's 4:11, I believe. Right? Good night.
That was the book of Ephesians, sir.
Yeah, 4:11, I believe.
This is the book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 11. And he gave some apostles and some prophets and some evangelists and some pastors and teachers.
Now, why is he giving this them? Why is he giving them this? Hold on 1 second. I know I got a delay. Why? Who?
You're on mute. You're on mute, sir.
Can y'all hear me now?
Come
on. All right. So what I was asking is, who is the he?
The Most High.
Sir.
Salakia, sir.
Yeah, go ahead. I heard Shirataz's answer. Only on respond if you got a different answer. Y'all there?
Salakia,
anybody?
Sir. I didn't get Shirataz's answer, sir. We didn't hear him either.
What's your answer? What's your answer of mine?
I would say Christ.
That's the answer. The answer. Now, here's the crazy part about it. Shirataz's answer was right, but Christ is a better answer because of what the scriptures is saying. Remember, I was asking y'all, did Moses part the Red Sea, or did the Most High part the Red Sea? Right? You'll say in the scriptures, it'll say David, Satan tempted David to number the people. And another one, it'll say the Most High made David number the people. Now, which one is it? One of them will say Christ raised the dead. Other one will say God raised him from the dead, but he used Christ to do it. If you don't understand that what the things that are being done in this earth by the Most High, it ain't no abracadabra. That's what they teach you in the Christian church. You all of a sudden, abracadabra. You all of a sudden clean. Nah, it's going to take a man to help fight them demons for you to get clean. There were men, far better men than I am, that had to fight to get these demons up off of me. So now that I can fight to help other people get the demons off of them. You know what I was saying the whole time too? I ain't got no damn demons on me. These niggas tripping. That's what I was saying the whole time. They tripping. You must be got demons on you. You ain't got no demons on me. Nobody ain't gonna admit that they got demons. Yeah, go ahead.
Now that you said that, though, if I think about it, these same Christians that say don't put your trust in man, they're in the churches and allowing a man to slap them out of sickness. Like, you know how they physically slap somebody and they knock them out. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, man, if there ain't no trust in man, I don't know what to tell you.
Right, exactly. So how different are we that Captain Zaryak slapped us into a garment? how different are we? They slapping us. Somebody gonna slap you? The niggas is crazy. Anyway, good night. That's
Salaki.
crazy. Don't
Salaki.
trust in men, but they got a pastor. That's crazy. Go ahead. Whoever want to say something, go ahead.
Come on, sir. If I could, I got one more precept for the brother, man.
Yeah.
It's,
Go ahead, Sharatazar.
1 Corinthians 11:1.
First Corinthians 11:1. Go ahead and read it.
Well, Paul say, be ye followers of me, even as I also am of Christ.
Go ahead. That's a good one right there, Sharatazar. That's a good one. Especially when we've been dealing with the fact that some people would say that Paul is not his letters are not scripture. Right? He's telling you right there. Be ye followers of me as I am a follower of Christ. Remember what Christ said, be followers of me as I am a follower of the Most High. I ain't saying nothing but what my father told me to say. I ain't doing nothing but what my father told me to do. Now, if you're going to follow Christ, then you doing exactly what David said to do in the song. Mark the perfect man and follow him. You're doing exactly what Solomon said in Ecclesiasticus. Find a man of understanding. The disciples was rolling with him. Like, hey, answer this question. Lock you out of one if I could. I was doing the same thing. Same thing I had to do. Same thing you got to do. They wasn't waiting for nothing, the Lord to speak to them out the sky. He spoke to them through his son. And if you go to John chapter 1, it says to them, he gave power to become the sons of God. To them that actually listened to the word of God, gave them the power to become the sons of God. Once you become the son of God, then now you're in a position that people should trust you. You should trust them brothers that went to Acuna, Mexico, and fed people they ain't have to. You should trust them brothers that went to New York and passed out clothes when it was cold and nobody wanted to do nothing for them people. You should trust them brothers that's got pantries all over the United States giving free food to Black and Hispanic people. You should trust them. You should trust them brothers that got off that block, got off the block, right? And came and served the Most High, Tawada. And came and served the Most High. You should trust them. They worth trusting. Everybody ain't worth trusting.
Right.
Some people are. Some people are. All right. Anybody else got questions?
Come on.
Come on, my library. Talk about my school. All loud. Who got a question? Go ahead.
I had pulled up an article about his sister that she had unallowed her daughter, her 3-year-old daughter, forcing her to drink bleach and blaming it on voodoo. Also, she was charged for attempted murder for trying to stab her husband. So I was trying to ask to see if I can get some scriptures on women and men that have these demon spirits on them to make them do things like this here. And not just that, just other like demonic spirit or demon spirits.
That's a good question. Hold on. Go to Deuteronomy 28 first. Go to Deuteronomy 28 first. Let me get this real quick. Because there's a good scripture for what you're talking about, and it starts there. Remember, whenever we saying we in the curses, you got to go back to what the Lord said was going to happen. Deuteronomy 28. Let me see what verse. All right, give me 56 and 57, Magazar. 56 and 57.
That's the one I was just finna pull out. I was looking for before you did. Cut. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28.
So we're on the same time. Go ahead.
Cut, sir. All right. This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, and verse 55. So that he will not give to any of them of the flesh of his children, 56. Whom he shall eat. Because he have nothing left him in the siege, in the sage, okay. And in the straightness, wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in all thy gates. Verse 56. The tender and delicate woman among you, which will not venture to set the sole of her feet upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness. Her eye shall be evil toward her husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter, and toward her young one that come out from between her feet, and toward her children which shall bear, which she shall bear, for she shall eat them for what of all things secretly in the sage of straightness, wherewith thine enemy shall distress thee in thy gate.
All right, so stop right there. Let's go back to verse 56, right? The tender and delicate woman among you, who would not adventure to set her sole of her feet on the ground for delicateness. Meaning at one time, our women were so tender and delicate that their feet ain't have to touch the ground. These are not hoes. These are not 304s we talk about. We talk about princesses. We're talking about the daughters of the kings and those that were to marry the king. That's what we talk about. They sole of their feet ain't have to touch the ground. Why? They had people to go and do things for them. She ain't have to cook and clean. She ain't have to. Somebody else did. All she had to do was the last two. She do the last two. She good. We got servants. We got handmaids.
Right.
We chopped off 4 of the 2 of the 4. We doing good. Her feet don't even got to touch the ground. This same woman, her eye is going to be evil towards the husband of her bosom. Damn, Israel. How many sisters love their husband? These are the curses that the Lord said would happen to us by not doing what the hell he said to do. She gonna hate her husband. This is the curses. We in them right now. Wow. Not only is she gonna hate her husband, right? She also gonna hate her son and her daughter. It's right there. It's right there. Let's start with 350,000 abortions a year. Might be 500,000 now for Black and Hispanic babies every single year that Black and Hispanic women have. 350,000 princesses and soldiers that don't make it out the matrix. We there now. Now, this brother is talking about one that did make it out the womb, and this mama, if that's what you want to call her, has her baby drinking bleach. Talking about for some voodoo. Are you serious? Are you serious? Verse 57. And towards her young one that cometh out from between her feet, and towards her children which she bare, for she shall eat them for want of all things, secretly in the siege and straitness, wherewith thy enemy shall distress thee in thy gates. She'll do anything for bread. She'll do anything to eat. She'll do anything to make some money. She will sell her own child. She will sell her own child. Oh, you think I don't know, right? Okay. Tell me I ain't talked to somebody who worked in a field where they was talking to 12 and 13-year-old children who say my mama sold me. How you bounce back? How you bounce back for that without listening to a nigga who gonna protect you and tell you that'll never happen to you again?
Right.
So wait, are you gonna listen to God? I would imagine the sister saying, God heard me screaming. He got to send a man to come protect you. No man can enter into a strong man's house without binding that strong man first. That's one of the scriptures. I'll give you another one real quick, Magazar, Jeremiah chapter 32. Jeremiah chapter 32. It shows you that the Israelites was doing this even back in the times of, I think, Babylon. 32 and 35. It says, and they built the high places of Baal, which are in the valley of the son of Hinsom, to cause their sons and their daughters to pass through the fire unto Molech, which I commanded them not, neither came it into my mind, and they should do this abomination to cause Judah to sin. When you look through the Bible, you will see that the Israelites were passing their children through the fire. So you had this big statue. They put the fire up under the statue, right? He got his hands out like this. And it's an idol. It's an image that they made. I want to say it was like a bull or something like that. I don't know. Some type of animal. And they worship this animal. And this animal required you to take your son or your daughters, I believe it was more so your son, and when this fire get real hot, place them in the hands of this damn animal or this idol and allow them to burn as a sacrifice to show your love to this. Sound familiar, Magazar? She said she was putting bleach in her child for voodoo. Hell is wrong with this stupid bitch? Yeah, she deserved to die, and I hope she burned in hell. Salakia. Salakia. Hey, listen to me, Akim. You can't undo dumb. Can't undo stupid, right? You can't undo wickedness, and it's by way of cleansing, right? And cleansing come by hearing the word of the Lord. And either you're going to take it in and you're going to allow it to cleanse you and take them demons off you, or you're going to fight to keep the demons. Sometimes the demon don't want to go nowhere. He's been there so damn long. He's like, I'm not letting this nigga go. We love each other. The demon be fighting like, nah, we staying together. Well, you got an opportunity to let go of that demon and to grasp a hold of the truth. And the truth is going to make you free. He's saying right about Yo, anybody got any other questions?
Count, sir.
Go right ahead.
Count, sir. So like I said, my question is in Genesis chapter 38, verse 24. It's about when Judah wanted to burn I think it was Tamar, where he wanted to burn her because he thought she committed
Genesis
adultery.
What chapter?
38 and 24.
Genesis what?
38, verse 24.
And what verse?
24, I don't want.
All right, I got a roll, so let me just see if I can read it real quick. When she was brought forth, she sent to him her father-in-law. Oh, you said verse 24? And it came to pass that about 3 months after that it was told Judah, saying, Tamar, daughter-in-law, had played the harlot, and also, behold, she is with child by whoredom. And Judah said, bring her forth and let her be burnt. What's your question?
My question was, did Judah himself want to burn her? Or I just wanted to know by kind of like almost by what jurisdiction did he wanted to burn her? Because I've heard before the law was established with Moses, it was more of a way of life.
Well, you know, the priesthood before Moses was the priesthood after the order of Melchizedek. So the priesthood was already there prior to Judah them even being born. You understand? So the law was already there prior to Moses having the law. Now, during the Levitical priesthood, they would stone them or put them to death under the jurisdiction of the Levitical priest. Prior to that, it's just like how what happened with Cain and Abel. You see how with Cain and Abel, that he said the people was going to put me to death. That's why he was afraid. Well, that's how it was. If she was found to be a woman of wickedness, then it would be the community that would put her to death. In the law, though, even it say if your mother or your daughter or your friends come tell you go serve another god, your hand should be the first one to put them to death. So I don't know exactly how they would do it. It don't speak explicitly in the Bible about that. I would think if she committed whoredom on me, then I would be the one that get to set this bitch on fire.
Right.
It's only right. God is a just God. And with that, I pass the class over to priest and officer in the shop.
Men of Israel, we're going to send up a courtesy salute. Men of Israel, Majum, which means to stand.
Oh, shit.
Men of Israel, Majum Shabbat. Majum. Come on. Barak.
Yahweh Shem Yahweh
Yahweh Shem Yahweh Barakathon.
Yajimata.
Come on with it.
Men of Israel, we're going to send up a courtesy salute to the sisters in the class. Sisters can stand. Men of Israel, Majim Shabbat. Majim.
What are you doing?
Barak. Yahweh
Yahweh Shema Alatai Ba'ashem Yahushua.
And down. ISPPK security announcements. We're the ISPPK. Started out of 1 West, 125th Street, Harlem, New York. We're under Commanding General Yohana, not affiliated with any other Hebrew Israelite group. Rules for new brothers and sisters. When a new brother or sister comes into the school, they are off limits for 6 months. They are to be saluted only. They are here to learn and share themselves of the world. If they need transportation, the teacher will arrange it. After 6 months, if a brother or sister has an interest in a particular person, they are to seek counsel from the head to speak to a brother or sister. There's another 6 months which the brother and sister will court each other. After this 6 month period, the brother and sister will get permission from the head to marry.
Not allowed to.
Tied
Yeah, I
to
get
the
that.
commandment.
I didn't know what you were doing.
You can find that in the book of
I was
Numbers.
standing up because
You the
I wanted
cap.
to hug my husband.
Salakia.
Yeah, it's like
You can find that in the book of Malachi, chapter 8, chapter 3, verse 8 through 10. Ma'ashra means 10th in the Hebrew. 10% of every penny of any increase the Lord gives you, give to the Treasury Department. Priest fund, free will offering for priests, not mandatory. Whatever amount you would like to give. Upcoming holy convocations. Feast of First Fruits. Oh no, we just did that one. Okay, Memorial of Blowing of the Trumpets. First day of the 7th month, Wednesday, 2nd October 2024. You can find that in the book of Leviticus, chapter 23, verse 24 through 25. If anyone wants to become a trooper in the school, they're to start wearing all black boots, shirt, pants, headband, or scarf while in class or at camp. With that, class dismissed.
Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Israel.
Shalom, Israel.